Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. Now, this is a printout I did of birds in flight, and these are pigeons to be exact. Now, as a city dweller, I have mixed attitude towards pigeons. Many people hate them, but many people love them too. And, they're considered as vermin or flying rats. But I always think whenever I see them in flight, especially in a flock, it really sets my mind soaring and it lifts my spirits. And that's why I wanted to do an experiment today with flying pigeons as a graphic element. So what I'm going to do, I have here some card stock. This is 8 by 10. And since I don't have anything big enough for my 16 by 20 gel plate, I'm going to tape these together like so, just to make it big enough so I can do a layout. So I'm just going to tape these together. It's nothing fancy, just enough to hold these 4 pages together. Okay, and then now since this is going to be a stencil, I have to keep in mind that whatever I draw on the page will come out backwards on the print. So I'm going to do something like this, where the birds fly this way, and the final result will be the birds will be flying in the opposite direction. So the easiest way is just to trace, just to do So I'm just penciling out the position of the bird. So in different positions of flight. This is just to do a layout. And then later what I will do is finalize the outline in ink so I can cut, make it more clear. Okay, so that is the general layout. You can't see this very clearly as of yet because it is just a pencil sketch, but I will finalize the drawing in ink so you can see. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I used a softer pencil, so it's a little darker. It still might be too difficult to see on the camera, but I traced out the shape, and now I am proceeding to cut out the shapes with my razor blade. I'm not trying to make it too perfect. My intention is to give the impression of birds in flight, but actually they will just be these blobs of color. Most likely this will be Mars black. Okay, that's one. Now it's easier to see. That's bird number 2. So I'm just going to do the rest of these off camera and show you the finished product. So I'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, I have cut all the bird shapes, and this is a rule of perspective that smaller objects are in the distance and larger objects are in the foreground, so you have this illusion of depth. So what I will do now is take this and carefully place it on the gel plate. Now I had cleaned this and oiled this the night before, so the plate is very clean and it's very sticky, so I'm going to have to slide this carefully because these pages are just held in with tape. So I'm just using my cutting board and sliding this like so. There. And I will proceed to ink this with Mars Black. I'm using a smaller brayer this time because the holes or the negative shapes are fairly small. So there's no need to use a very big brayer. And I will just carefully drop some paint. I don't need that much. Now hopefully the paint will not creep underneath the stencil and make a mess, because I still want the image to be recognizable as birds. Okay. Just have to be careful when I take this off. Okay. I'm just going to have to clean out this with a Q-tip. So I'm going to let this dry first before I do the second. I want to add some details, like maybe some twigs down here, some clouds, etc., etc. So it will come to me. I'm going to do this one step at a time so you can follow me. Okay, this is my squirt bottle, and it has a mixture of Mars Black and some titanium white, so it's kind of like a gray color. I'm just going to add some little detail here. Okay, I'm going to resume trying to let this dry. Okay, here's the fun part. This is, I would say, 90% dry. This is titanium white. So I'm going to apply a few drops here and there. Okay, that will represent the clouds. And then I will use raw sienna just to even things out. This is a little coagulated here. Okay. Going to put a touch of chrome orange here at the bottom, kind of representing like a sunset scene. And for contrast, just going to put a little turquoise on the top. So that's a nice combination of colors. I will use this is my 4-inch brayer. I'm going to start with the white cloud. And I'm trying to gently crisscross a little bit. Just to blend things around. Now this Lucas paint is a little thicker, so I have to kind of blend it in with my brayer. Okay. So I hope this works. So here is my 22 by 30 watercolor paper. Now since I'm trying to pick up the bird image, I'm going to press really hard and give this enough time. I'll give it like 6 to 7 minutes to absorb the paint. Okay, everybody, this is the exciting part. Keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that the oiling of the plate last night is going to pay off. I think the black transferred very well. In fact, the transfer is almost 100%. I don't see anything left over. Check this out. So this is what I meant by the direction going in reverse, because it's a backwards image. So this is very a different take from usually my abstract compositions. This is figurative, but at the same time I'm using abstract techniques. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that the gel plate allows you to create layers. And here's a close-up. Now I should have cleaned up that smudge a little better, but that's okay. Actually, this looks better from a distance, not up close. There. So it worked out after all. Now I wish that the white were a little more distinct. What I should have done is I should have used the color shaper to spread the white so you have more of an impression of clouds. But I'll do that next time. But in all, I'm not disappointed. This turned out better than I thought. And so I hope you liked this video. This was kind of fun to do. It's something different. And was a lot of work to cut out these birds, but I think it's all worth it. And thank you for watching and subscribing. Please pay a visit to artwhisper88.com, which is my website and my storefront. And whatever sales or donations I receive will help to keep this channel going. So thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.